Let's get down to the first hole.
Going and going and going.
Okay, ball's in the air. Let's see how this round plays out. Nicely done. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Always loved the high draw. What an impressive shape. Well, that's beautifully judged. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. And he's down there. You got a read?
It's just going to cruise up to the left-hand side.
Getting off to a great start at this event.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
And take a look at the leaderboard, and Sam Burns currently occupies top spot. Torrey Pines South has a wonderful short par 4 coming right here at the second.
Yeah, a nice little ease into the round, isn't it? Fairway metal off the tee, driver really not needed, but this green can get a little tricky with 3 distinct tiers on it. Find the right one, and you could be finding an early birdie.
Nicely done. Standing over his second shot. Putting for birdie here. This one started out on a good line.
John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets it set for her next shot here on the 5th.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. And that'll see him move up the leaderboard after that effort. There are so many stunning holes on this entire property, but there's few more picturesque than this downhill par 3 third.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Opting for the 6-iron. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, from here, it looks like the putt's going to go uphill, moving right to left.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. He's currently tied for second. The fourth hole runs right along the cliffs here of La Jolla, and it's a very strong par 4.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Lining up from around 160 yards. 1 stroke off the lead. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still.
This was her third.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Looking like a pretty hard right to left break in this putt.
So close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Sitting at -2 for the event. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course, keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Straight at it.
This is one of those great ball striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
A birdie putt awaits. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. The 6 hole's a really cool par 5. Once you get back up onto the top of the hill here, you want to try and take on the corner of this par 5.
Yeah, taking it down the right-hand side, it will seriously reduce this par 5, but you got to avoid the rough. It can get really nasty. From there, you could possibly run it up between all those bunkers. There's one low spot area on the left-hand side of this green that will come into play should you get your distance control a little bit wrong.
And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. Sitting at 3 under par. Currently leading. Oh, I thought that one was going in. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it out those bunkers on the left-hand side and hit yourself a little baby fade. From there, you've got a green that sits above you slightly and also chases away from you just a little bit, believe it or not. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Oh, that was pure. Going with the pitching wedge here. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. 15 feet to the cup.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Pretty straight putt up until the end. It takes a little bit of a turn to the right.
Looking better.
How good was that putt? And that will move him to 6 under par. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Going with the 6-iron here. That was a bit of a miscue.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
Wow, that almost went in the hole.
That was worthy of another look.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The final hole on the outward half is a par 5. Runs right against the boundary fence, and it requires 2 big shots.
2 long straight shots required if you want to find this par 5 and 2. If you don't, a nice little layup. Give yourself a good number for a 3rd shot. There is a nice little shelf there. If it pins up top left, watch the spin down on the right hand side. Watch it go in the hole maybe.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? A 3-time victor already this season. This one might just sneak off the fairway. How about this shot? Heading in the right direction. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. And he moves to 5 under par. And Rich, as our featured player makes the turn, he seems to be doing everything right out there.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them. Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
And Henny, what kind of a lie has he drawn?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
That's disappointing.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Take that. That's quality. Putting for par. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
Oh, this is just a mean little par 3, isn't it? Not a big target up there green-wise. You got deep bunkers right and left. You got a 2-tier green. It's a fun, good-looking par 3. That's really hard.
Playing the draw shot here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Just a smidgen to the right, this one.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And that will take him to 6 under. He's currently sitting in first place. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right. Okay, that'll work. John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Max Homa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 7th.
This putt to get to 7 under the card.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
As we head to the next tee, he leads by 2 shots. '13 is a really cool par 5, the first of 2 in the inward 6 holes here, but you've got to know your drive if you want to get there in 2.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Well, it's fair to say that Max Homa is filled with confidence these days, isn't he? And it just seems like he's going to keep adding title after title to his resume.
Yeah, what can you say more about Max? I mean, his game has just continually to evolve year in and year out. And it just seems like with every step that he takes, it's gargantuan for his confidence because he's just a tour-bred winner.
That's frustrating. This putt coming up is for birdie. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And that will take him to 8 under. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Over to 14 we go, a par 4.
And a really good par 4 once again. Dogleg from right to left. Those bunkers on the left, you don't want any part of them. And from there, the difficulty is judging the distance with your second shot. This is an infinite edge look from the fairway. So when it pins in the back section of this green, it's nearly impossible to judge the distance. This is a wonderful, wonderful design.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Lining this putt up from a fair distance. John, what's the line on this putt?
And I think this one's going to go right to left.
Ooh. A par putt awaits. Okay, let's head to the next. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. '15 works slightly back inland here at Torrey Pines South, but you still need plenty of focus.
Why are the straightaway par 4s the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straightaway with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot, as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front.
Let's get back to it, shall we? This is his second shot. Going with the 5-iron here. Not bad. Oh, a 9-foot chance here. A good stroke. A well hold, he'll take the birdie. And after that hole, he'll move to 9 under for the event. th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
A long par 3, especially with multiple tee boxes that can be used. Green is a little bit of boomerang shape, especially back left. That's when things get really tight. But I must say, this is a wonderfully, again, designed par 3 that makes you think an awful lot.
Going with the hybrid. That's inside the house of opportunity.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
John, have you got a read on this one?
He's putting this one downhill and to the right.
That's tracking. Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And our featured player has now built a comfortable 6-stroke advantage on the field. Your ball striking certainly gets tested off the tee here at 17 as we head for home at Torrey Pines South.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's 2 distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Well, that looks to be drawing back nicely.
This one is all over it.
Oh, that one skirted the edge of the hole. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. Here we are at the final hole of Torrey Pines South. So historic. There's been some very cool moments over the years. One of the more famous holes on the PGA Tour.
I tell you, this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk-reward par 5s on the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
That'll work there. It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home and two.
Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Surely it's going to.
And that will put a smile on his dial. An eagle to finish the day. Well, there you have it, Rich. At the end of the opening round, he finds himself in first place.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. Remember the first round? You'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.